just a Reno. Alright guys, we're going to make a video about proper kiting methods and why what you might see or hear some other people tell you is correct is actually wrong. I apologize for my voice. I woke up sick this morning. But we're gonna, let's see, I guess I'll go here. Yeah. I've only ever used the practice tool one time, so I don't know how to find it as much. I was trying to get somebody to help me make the video, but I think I can just do it by myself. I don't think I need a bot. I think I'm just gonna try to use the Herald for the gimmick here. We're going to go ahead and pick Draven, since I think that if you you don't even have to like master Draven. If you learn Draven to a decent extent, you will. Oh yeah, I got to change my league buttons too, I think. Yeah. So yeah, if you learn Draven to a decent extent. Is the game not going to load on me? So yeah, if you learn Draven to a decent extent, then you are doing this already, whether you realize it or not, because it is what is mechanically required of you for you to be able to play Draven to a decent level of proficiency. You want to catch the axes and be able to throw them more, not have to devote mana to A, recasting it, and B, if you can't catch them, you'll never have 2 up, and so that's only half damage. So I got to figure out how I need to do here. Okay, so first of all, I probably need to be at least level 3. And I don't think I really need any items. Okay, it won't let me spawn. Okay, minion spawn disabled. Fast forward game 30 seconds. Minions have spawned. So there's no way for me to fucking... What is that? Okay, what is this? Oh, here we go. That's what we want. Wait, it'll let you spawn a dragon. But it won't let... Maybe I just do that. But it won't let you spawn a fucking Baron or a Rift Herald. That's a little ridiculous. So, bam. Fast forward in the game, 30 seconds does not make me move. Are you serious? Ain't that a bitch? Okay, well, fucking, ha. Alright, so, essentially the way this works, I need a couple of axes up. Okay, so I'm just gonna go hit the blue buff a couple of times. Oh, I guess I could actually just demo this on the blue buff, because it kind of does work on the blue buff. Essentially, the way this works, though, is, I'm going to make sure I keep my axes up, is that you only need to right-click one time on the thing that you're targeting, right? Because Draven is going to move, and his axe is going to fall in that spot right there, and he's going to catch. I'm not right-clicking. He's going to, okay, right there, I have to move him to that spot so I can catch that axe and then catch back up. But that's only because he did the U-turn move on me. So you see, I'm not right-clicking. He fluke missed that one. But he is catching the axe every time. by moving about this far away from his champion. Right here. That's how far he has to move. Okay, so vice versa. The way you want to kite a person. Okay, I'm gonna engage the Gromp to get. Well, I don't really need to get 2 axes to show you. It just helps. The way you want to kite a person is you want to right click on them 1 time, which I'm not going to do yet. I'm going to point it out as step 1. Right click on them 1 time. Then you want to hold your mouse behind your character. So if I were, it makes it here easier if it's lateral. If I were here, I would right click on him here. He's about in my range, and then I would move my mouse to right here, and I would get ready for my moment because I don't want to click too early because I'll cancel my auto, and I don't want to click too late because then I'm not really kiting. I'm not moving good enough. So it's a sweet spot. You don't have to be exact. You just got to be somewhere in the range of the sweet spot, right? So what a lot of people will tell you to do, what a lot of people think you want to do, is auto like this, and then move, and then auto, and then move, and then try to click on that guy again, and try to click on that guy again, and try to click on that guy again. And that's fine. Like, you could get good at doing that, but like mechanically speaking, there's a lot more room for error in that method. You could possibly not click on the guy, and so I click here, and then I go back, and then I click right there instead of autoing him, and then I wonder why I'm not autoing him for a second, and then I realize what's going on, and I fucking fix my play. So, and then a lot of people think that you want to auto like that and then use attack move like this. I mean, and that kind of works for jungle camps if they've already aggroed you. But if they haven't already aggroed you, I'm pretty sure attack move will just move you right past the jungle camp. So there's that. And in lane, you can't control what you're attacking with attack move. You will just randomly hit things, and that can totally fuck you. So the way to be precise about this is to make sure that you're in range, right? So say this is like an enemy Darius or something. And also another thing to remember is you will get fucked up if you try this on the wrong champion into the wrong champion. And what do I mean by that? If you try this against a Blitz, you will almost certainly be grabbed and killed. If you are a Kaisa and you try this against a Darius, you will almost certainly be grabbed and killed. If you are, because of how short your range is and how well he can get in close and just fucking hook your ass with the axe. So, but if you try this as Caitlyn against the same Darius, you have a lot of room for outplay potential because he's going to have it in his mind that all he's got to do is charge you and get a hold of you for just a second, and then he'll kill you. And that's what his weakness is. You're exploiting that he knows how to play his champion against him, and he's going to keep following you into your kiting as you kill him slowly. And if he doesn't keep following you into your kiting, well, then it doesn't matter. You hit him a bunch of times for free, and then he ran off, and you don't even have to do anything anymore. So, to stop dragging it out so much, yeah, I'm going to right-click here, and then I need to move about this far back from my champion. It could vary. It could be this far back. It could be this far back, depending on what champion you are, how fast you actually move, and what your actual auto-attack delay time is. So, in this case, 0.76 seconds. So, you have to adjust. This is why, one of the reasons why people say playing the same champion a lot is good, because you just kind of get naturally used to these things. I recommend trying Draven because the axes will cause you to move the way that you want to move anyway. Right there. Bam, caught my axe. Okay. So, all I'm doing is I'm either going to move my mouse back like this repeatedly, like without attacking it looks like this, right? That's all I'm doing. Okay, but there's an easier way to do that, and that is to just hold space so that now my mouse always stays relatively the same distance from my champion. So if I click right here, Draven moves, then I click right there, Draven moves, and then I click right there, Draven moves, and then I click right there, Draven moves. Okay, so instead of using attack move, even though the range is good, I still say press A every now and then in between attacks to make sure you understand the range of your champion and all that. But instead of using attack move, left click like that, okay, what we're instead going to do is just right click a single time on the champion, and that locks in a auto attack command. And after you do that, then you're just going to put your mouse, if you're holding space, it's super easy. Sometimes you won't want to hold space though, because you'll need to move around, but like for the most part you hold space. And if you're holding space, you're just going to put your mouse back here after you throw that first auto attack, and you're just going to interrupt your attack command every so often, like so. And when you do that, your attack command is going to immediately fire again as soon as the interrupting movement command is finished, right? As soon as Draven actually starts walking and then gets to this spot right here, he is going to fire another attack command. All right, so if I'm inside his range like this, okay, the technique looks something like this right here. See, I'm only one right click, one right click, one right click, and one right click. I'm a little close to him there, but this is how you kite right here. One single right click, close to your champion, right? And obviously the thing is going to run out of patience, so he's going to walk back to his spawn. So what I recommend doing is like this attack range right here. If you say had Tryndamere or Darius, right? This circle right here would be far smaller, right? It would be like this big around your champion. And so that's what I recommend doing. I recommend keep in mind, like imagine a little tiny circle around your champion. And then after you do that, you want to keep your mouse in that circle. And if you're going to move, if I'm moving this direction, like a lot of people fucking spam click and their mouse is all over the place, right? If I'm moving this direction, I have two options. If I want to go to that pixel bush and I know no one's around, I just right-click that pixel bush one time and let him walk because that's the fastest route to the pixel bush is a straight line. If I'm going to, if I'm gonna spam click to move anyway, then really I don't need to be spam click moving over here. Okay, because I'm fucking clicking like 3 times before Draven even takes another step. So I can spam click move right here. That's no big deal. Okay. I can control my guy by spam click moving like this. And so that makes that kiting technique, if you get used to doing this, that makes that kiting technique, even without lock screen, right? If you just kind of get used to following your dude around with the cursor, that makes that kiting technique that much easier. Now, there's another thing. So like I said, don't spam click out here. If you're going to spam click in close to your champion so that you kind of just like do it by default and you don't need to be consciously thinking about how you should be kiting. Just get used to doing this by habit. And the other thing is, a lot of people don't know that I don't have to spam click anyway. Like if I say I want to go over here and I'm clicking over here, but then I realize like, let me check that bush real quick and I spam click over here, right? I don't need to do that. If you just hold down right click, your champion will follow your cursor. I'm holding down right click right now, right? I pressed it once right there. My champion will follow my cursor wherever I move it to. Now, if you do this with space, I'm holding space, he's never going to stop running toward that finger until he hits a wall somewhere he can't move to, and then he probably will still move anyway. Yeah, he's going to move. He's going to path around it to whatever the closest way he can get to it is, even though it's not a spot he can get to. I'll put it right here. He's going to stop right there. You know what I mean? So until it moves a little bit closer to that edge, and then he'll walk over there. So when you do that, you can kite that way, but you can't hold space because your movement command will never end. So what you do instead is just drag the mouse back a little bit. Like some people prefer to do it that way. Some people would prefer to just click. So what I'm going to demo that. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to hit it, and then I'm going to put the mouse here, and I'm going to hold right click. And as Draven gets to my mouse, I'm going to have the screen unlocked, and I'm going to just move the mouse back a little bit, little bit, little bit. And every time he gets to my mouse, he's going to automatically attack.
Draven trying to keep the pressure on.
See how I'm doing that? Okay, so now I'm going to just go back and get items. And we're going to see what that looks like when you have, say, a Static Shiv and an IE. And we'll throw a Zerker Greaves in there, too, because I doubt many people, I mean, maybe in some real low bronze, but I doubt many people would have Static Shiv and IE and not Zerker Greaves yet. So, add gold. Oh, I'm not in my spot. What the fuck was that? Oh, auto-refresh cooldowns. I need teleport to cursor. Alright. And here we go. Here we go. You know what? The Static Shiv proc makes things kind of hairy. We'll just go with a Phantom instead. Okay. Teleport back over here. And so, yeah. I'm going to... Actually, I'll get double axes, too, off of the Krugs real quick. Okay, so with Draven and W combos, it looks like this right here. Oh shit, I fucked up. Okay. Alright, that doesn't count. That doesn't count, guys. Give me some. I forgot you have to issue your movement command early with Draven for the axe to go where you want. But with other ADCs, you know, you don't have to do that. See? With Draven, see, it's easier because, okay, I'll start some minions just to make it, oh, I'm already here. Let's see. Toggle minion spawn. Fast forward 30 seconds. Okay. So with Draven, it's even easier because as long as you click move somewhere, when he catches that axe, you can just move. Like, see? He won't. Bam. I move there. And whenever one, I mean, they're going landing right on me right now. Like when you want that to happen, you can't make it happen. Am I right? But see, I'm just moving to that spot, and he catches the axe and he throws it. So that's how I learned it was playing Draven. Nobody taught me this. This is like my own technique that I learned from fucking playing the game for damn near a decade, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much everything there is to proper kiting and why what other people do is wrong, and how this is a much easier method. It's not the most intuitive, right? When you see it, people don't often realize like that's something they can do, right? That's why I'm here telling it to you in the first place, is because you didn't realize that one auto attack was all you needed, and then the movement commands that periodically end will refresh the same auto attack command, and you'll hit the same target. I mean, and then say you're in a team fight, you know, we'll just call it a minion wave a team fight real quick, and I'm hitting this guy, and then I move back, and then I decide I want to hit that guy. I just right click that guy, and now every time a movement command is finished, I'm going to auto attack that guy. And then I want to target that guy, and I move, and then I want to target that. You know, it's no different than what you're already used to, with just a slight little twist to it. And so the only other thing that I recommend if you're going to pick up this technique is that you want to practice this in bot game or practice tool, custom game, whatever, with an actual human player on various champions, maybe the ones that you're not good at fighting, so that you can get used to what their ranges are, what your ranges are, what their speeds are at certain levels, certain item spikes, and what your speeds are at certain levels, certain item spikes. Because you know, all they have to do is right-click on you with a melee champion, and they'll run at you perpetually. And so you can, you know, just you know, right-click while the other guy's running at you perpetually, and you'll automatically do the thing. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you legitimately didn't know this, if you just got better at League of Legends from watching my video, it'd be really nice if you sub, follow, whatever, my channels, tell other people about this, you know. Like I said, I haven't really shared things like this with people that I do, but I encountered a Diamond player who had never heard of this, and I thought that to be so unfathomable that I had to make a video. So yeah, there you go. That's how to kite. Later, guys.